Hello, dear viewers. It's time for a death battle reaction. This one being Gojo versus Makami. This is Jujutsu Kaisen versus Chainsaw Man. Of course, check out the original content from Death Battle before you see anything of mine. Like, share, and subscribe to them and to all the great work that they do. Then come back and check my stuff out, and if you would be so kind as to like, share, and subscribe as well, dear viewers, that would mean a lot to me. Now, for this fight, I'm not a big anime person. I know Dragon Ball, I know Yu-Gi-Oh, I know Pokemon, I know a little bit of Digimon, maybe a bit of Naruto, One Piece, but there's still so much content in terms of anime and Eastern animation from Japan that I just really don't know about. It's rare that they do a show or a cartoon or a series from Japan that I actually know something about. I think the only time I actually had completed a series that Death Battle had done was Elfen Lied, and so that was definitely a thing. Hang on one moment. Sorry. But I'm not familiar with either of these two characters nor their franchises. I guess I know I've seen a little of Chainsaw Man just to know that it's a guy that reminds me of Barrel Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! And how the card has like these three barrels on its, one for its face, the other two for its arms. That's all I know. There's this dude in this show, and basically instead of those barrels, he's a person with chainsaws all over his body. That's all I know. But I do enjoy getting to know these franchises that I've never seen before or experienced before. So maybe there might be something here that I will enjoy. I don't know. But that's why we're here. We're here to enjoy stuff. We're here to find out. We're here to learn. And I hope you enjoy. Let's check this out.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and HelloFresh.
Classics of the Death Battle
Satoru
sponsors.
Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen Sorcerer Sensei.
Makima, Chainsaw Man's head of Tokyo Public Safety.
These two paranormal mentors are so strong that they change the very worlds they exist in.
He's whiz and
I'll take your word for it.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, it'll be a sprite battle. I'm not really surprised.
Japan, December 7th, 1989. Satoru Gojo was born, and the world changed.
And in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, invisible, cursed spirits born from negativity threaten humanity.
So it's up to the Jujutsu sorcerers to do.
And I didn't see the previews for
What
these.
better way to learn the trade than to sign up for Tokyo Jujutsu High?
At this institution, a sorcerer will learn to harness their cursed energy, or the spiritual manifestation of intense emotion.
It's like Ki, but if Ki desperately needed therapy.
With it, sorcerers can boost their physicality and perform devastating curse techniques. Anything from voodoo dolls to swapping places with mere thefts.
And lucky for humanity, Satoru Gojo's the best sensei a sorcerer could ask for.
Gojo isn't just the best, he's known as the strongest. His very birth forced the strength of curses to exponentially rise. Like witnessing a world record get broken, cursed society shifted to match the might of Gojo's presence.
As a kid, Gojo knew he was the shit. He mastered the art of the riz, the hoops, and the curse murdering, all alongside Suguru Geto, his sorcerer BFF.
Together, they planned on changing Jujutsu society for the better.
And if anyone could do it, Gojo could. Thanks to his bloodline, he got one of the most busted anime powers ever, Limitless.
Limitless grants Gojo a nigh-perfect defense by actualizing the very concept of infinity.
It creates
Wow.
an infinite space around himself, stopping anything coming his way. The dude is literally untouchable.
Kind of. Gojo tailored Limitless to automatically detect an object's mass and velocity. As the difference between himself and an object decreases, Limitless halves the object's velocity. It's like Zeno's paradox.
Think of it this way. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, first you gotta go halfway, then you gotta go another halfway, then another and another, and so on. With Limitless, you'll never arrive. Just like my alimony payments.
Hence, infinity. Yeah, it might sound sound complicated, but it basically creates a
I kinda get it.
force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds. That's where Gojo's incredible 6 eyes come in. They let him see and near perfectly control cursed energy at the atomic level. So he'll basically never run out of juice in a fight. He isn't just built different,
Basically.
he was born different.
6 Eyes and Limitless gave Gojo the power to manipulate space itself. Gojo's lapse blue technique attracts and condenses space into singularities. With
So there's a lot of
reversal
defense
red,
on this
Gojo does the
guy.
opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking, how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math!
No!
Exactly! Cursed energy is typically negative, like with blue, but when multiplied by itself, negative cursed energy becomes
It's positive.
creative.
Because negative times negative equals positive.
So, what happens when you combine a positive and a negative?
You get a negative.
Rape?
0.
Oh,
By
well, there goes
combining
mathematics.
reversal red and lapse blue, Gojo creates hollow purple, an enormous ball of cursed energy that literally applies the concept of 0 to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Gojo's a walking cursed Swiss Army knife. Levitation, teleportation, even expanding Limitless to fry his enemies. Gojo can also use positive energy to heal humongous wounds, and he's constantly refreshing his brain with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
Still, there's one technique that costs more cursed energy than anything else in a sorcerer's repertoire.
Every sorcerer is born with an innate domain, a mental world shaped by their mind and heart.
Add cursed energy to it, and these
I can only
domains
imagine what mine is like.
physically.
Oh, that looked like
Call
Dr.
it
Strange stuff
domain
right there.
Expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one. And you know damn well Gojo has the scariest, unlimited void. You get caught in this, your ass is grass.
Exposure to unlimited void overloads your consciousness with a stream of infinite information. A mere fifth of a second of exposure can leave a normal person in a vegetated state for
Joker!
months.
Too bad it requires so much energy you can only do it.
I saw
like
Joker
once
there,
a day.
walking
Oh,
phoenixes.
Wait, except for Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again, 6 Eyes.
Quite frankly, Gojo was getting so
There's a lot of
strong
this I
that the
really don't
axis of the
understand,
Jujutsu
but I'm
world began
guessing
to
you,
turn
dear
on
viewers,
him. Like the
understand
meta
this.
of a fighting game defined by one broken character, he defined the hierarchy of power in the sorcerer world. He alone was the honored one.
His mere presence can cause earthquakes. He outran sonic explosions and applied cursed energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated by many to be the strongest sorcerer there is.
That includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this little volcano-headed curse, Jogo, the embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city-shattering meteors, and Gojo kicked his ass with 0 effort.
But strength alone was not enough to fix his cursed world. When Geto rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice, Gojo's philosophy changed. Instead of doing everything himself, he would teach a new generation of sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example. If it means a world where his companions can stand shoulder to shoulder as equals, who cares if he's got to show off a bit?
This episode of Death Battle is
I hope you got that, dear viewers. That's just... But I got a lot of positive, negative, but my problem with these type of shows is it's a lot to process all at once. But I think I got a gist of it. Like, it's basically infinity. He can hit you with infinity, take away infinity, stuff like that. Again, I'm not trying to do a cop out here, but it's just like, would you recommend this as a series for me to watch? Would it help me understand what this fight is about a little bit more? I don't know. Just getting a little speck off my laptop. But that was Gojo. I'm sorry, I was really lost on that. Let's see what, Makima.
The birds are singing.
And a giant AK-47 carpet bombed the neighborhood. The sky rains blood. Millions are dead. Dear God, whiz, it's the end times. Run away!
Calm down.
Run away! Run away!
It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them stronger. Never mind. Panic.
Remember Remember that spider you shrieked at, or the last time you cut yourself dicing onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the monstrous products of your nightmares, and they hate you specifically.
The fearsome
Wow.
gun devil stood as the epitome of terror and destruction, and was responsible for a countless loss of lives. But a group was formed to combat it and the other devils that played.
Basically, afraid of guns. Welcome to the United
Live
States.
in Japan and get yourself a pesky zombie problem? It's time to call the 4th Division of the Public Safety Devil Extermination.
A government-funded devil hunter unit led by a stone-cold vixen, Makima.
She's dressed like Columbo with a blank stare and a sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji, the Chainsaw Man. Upon meeting him, she gave him a choice. Live under her as a human dog, or die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's hot. So in short
Yeah.
order, Makima got a new pet.
Makima may seem terrifying at first, but she is a dog lover and a cinephile. Though
Okay.
it would be ill-advised to mess with her.
Sure, for her position, you'd expect her to know how to defend herself. Martial arts here, swordplay there, but devil hunters like Makima become real threats when they make contracts with devils. A classic Faustian bargain. Give something of yourself. The devil gives you power.
She can call death upon anyone she chooses through
God.
a complicated ritual, and even survive being shot through the head.
Because, as they say in the devil hunter world, you need your screws loose to live.
But she might have more than
I think I'd survive.
Because, in actuality, Makima is a devil herself.
Gasp! There's no way this
I mean, she
clear
is
evil
hot.
character could be a villain in disguise.
The Japanese government has been keeping a close eye on Makima ever since she was born. Rightfully so. She isn't some F-tier scrub like the Bat or Leech devils. She's the Control Devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressor. In a way, she's even more terrifying than the Gun Devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature she views as inferior to her, which is basically everyone. People, animals, even other devils become puppets under her command. She can even hijack their
I think
senses
I'm-
to listen and see whatever she wants.
I'm understanding this a lot
Makima's
better.
far stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her metabolism lets her slam down as many beers as she wants to. So, Makima, if you're into countlessly divorced alcoholic rednecks, you know who to call.
By drinking blood, she can heal her injuries, and her sense of smell is so potent that it can spot targets from over 300 miles away.
Not only can she control your mind, but your body too with telekinesis. She can mess up your internal organs or blow you away with finger guns. She doesn't shoot you with invisible bullets. She points at you and then a wound just happens out of nowhere. She
Wow.
controls all sorts of things with these ghostly chains that stab her victims. Once they're hooked, they're easier to control.
Makima has plenty of devils in her collection. There's the massive Fox Devil, the Future Devil for precognition, and a ton of devils that exist just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's the angel devil, which will make you see God before you die.
After about the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old. Anyway, like other
I love
devils,
that.
Makima
He's like,
to give them power.
But unlike other devils, her control powers allow her to force people into contracts that exclusively benefit her.
Like when she
Kinda reminds me of
Prime
my-
Minister
like
into a
Mephisto in
contract that
Ghost
states,
Rider.
and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
What?
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
jeez.
Imagine like taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the pearly gates.
With these abilities and contracts, Makima set out to create the world that she wanted. No more pain, no more war, no more bad movies. The world would be perfect, but she needed the Chainsaw Devil to do so, who just so happened to be living as Denji's heart.
Yep, that cute doggo is actually the Chainsaw Devil. Oh, talk about shitty luck, kid.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the Chainsaw Devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence. because of the Chainsaw Devil. In this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist.
He
Wow.
literally ate the concept of Nazis out of existence.
However, as Makima didn't see Denji or the Chainsaw Devil as beneath her, she could not directly control him. She needed to manipulate him. So she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
First, she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Then she made Chainsaw Man into a public hero, stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so she could control her precious Chainsaw Devil and make him press backspace on anything she didn't like.
Her telekinetic bangs shot the Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies humanity's greatest fears.
Makima's stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow up buildings, or the Typhoon Devil, which made city-spanning storms.
And while fighting the Gun Devil Fragment, this large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
She was pretty much unbeatable, though ultimate power can make it pretty lonely at the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion. After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same time.
Too bad she never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces, cooking her into a 7-course feast, and fucking ate her?
Believe it or not,
Jeez.
what Makima tried to understand was her undoing. Despite the hell she put him through, Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of love and did not count as an attack, bypassing her immortality.
Completely batshit insane. That's Chainsaw Man for you. Who knows, Wiz? Eventually, the Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was paved with good intentions, in the world of devils, it's no surprise that Makima came so close to her ideal future.
Wow. That's dark.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
I don't know if Makima will be able to manipulate Goji. I don't know who I'm going to root for. I think I'm going to try with Makima, but I don't know if I'll be right or wrong.
Someone about your feelings can definitely be tough. It's definitely worth it. What's great about it too is that it's entirely online. That's right, no long commutes to a therapist's office. You can have it right from the comfort of your own home.
There's just so much information going on. All these different powers.
So if you're thinking about starting therapy, consider giving BetterHelp.
Makima has all these different devils at her disposal. I think Goji could possibly just right through them. So when push comes to shove, I don't know if.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the day for all possibilities.
But first, a couple of rules for a unique fight like this one.
We'll be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible. We will also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
It's time for a death battle!
Okay. Uh-oh.
Love this part. Well, could have been some clicks right about now. But gotta kill you instead. Can't just let a curse do as they please.
No talking during the movie.
Yeah, you kind of have that coming. You had that coming to you.
Curse technique lots.
Oh, and I get that each person, it depends on perception as to whether or not they're angry video game. Yes.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo, the strongest.
Confident, strong, and idiotic. We'll be sure to write it on your tombstone. Calm.
Flamethrower. One.
I hope we don't kill you too quickly.
Should be good. Since you're so weak.
Bang.
It bypassed that defense.
Bang. 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 Now, be a good boy and play dead.
Should I bark too? I'm getting really tired of your pets. Domain expansion. Unlimited void. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
So do you think that place is offering discounted tickets or too soon? Yeah, I'll order online.
Gojo and Makima were complicated to compare. On the surface,
Yeah.
Gojo had a lot going for him.
It's no surprise, given that his reputation in Jujutsu Kaisen is that of its pinnacle. At least it was.
First of all, it's unlikely Makima would see Gojo as inferior to her, in a similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
I figured that.
Caused a giant shift in the world of curses. Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being better than everyone is literally Gojo's thing.
Plus, Gojo automatically refreshes his brain with positive cursed energy 24/7. Even if Makima could control him, it wouldn't last very long.
Gojo was obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the Typhoon Devil's Storms. But that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo, who is leagues below Gojo in strength.
However, considering she reacted to the Gun Devil fragment, Makima would actually be a bit faster, though she would need to be able to get past Limitless for her speed to matter.
Yeah.
Makima had more devils than you can shake a fin at, but most were rendered moot against Limitless. Knives,
Yep.
fire, bombs, zombies, it's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus, with Gojo's 6 eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
But Gojo would obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima. Six Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister, and eventually one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death instead, even if it took a while.
And Makima did have a way past Limitless with her finger guns.
Yep.
Makima could land attacks directly on Gojo's body, meaning there's no projectile for Limitless to detect and infinitely slow down.
Though when they did land, Gojo's healing ensured that he repaired his body quickly.
On the flip side, Makima didn't have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could transfer it to other Japanese citizens, she still could not escape an infinite amount of information.
We can compare this to the Doll Devil, who was defeated by a
Ew.
technique similar to Unlimited Void.
Despite being able to transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still trying to transfer infinite information across finite people. Even with all of Japan as mental meat shields, Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think about it. Regardless, Gojo is immune to his own unlimited void, so he was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment Unlimited Void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for a good old hollow purple.
Her contract isn't perfect. Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But hollow purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally. There's no way she was regenerating from that.
Sure, control as a concept will always exist, but a reincarnation of the Control Devil isn't Makima. This was one of the craziest fights we've ever had. However, With Gojo's raw power broken counters and unbelievably busted Limitless, Makima lost control over this fight.
Makima thought she had Gojo by the ball and chain, but in the end, she was left hollow.
The winner is Satoru Gojo.
Okay, good job, Gojo.
Thanks for watching.
Are
you a Death Battle member?
I'm still really lost about everything, but I enjoyed the fight.
So click that join button and jump into our Champions Discord.
Next time. Ah! Yeah. Oh. Courage versus Scooby-Doo. I'm rooting Courage on that one all the way. But God, that's going to be ridiculous. I saw like the bat. That it's like I said, you know, there are some things I'm more familiar with than others, and Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog, I definitely grew up with. So I am definitely looking forward to this. And so I hope y'all are looking forward to my response and reaction to that. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, dear viewers. And please take care of yourselves. Take care.